it's a meme. It's a meme.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube family. Now, I am bringing you King's Court Season 1, Episode 4. Tyson Beckford is an asshole. When I say he is so into himself. He don't consider anything but himself. And maybe because he was a model. And all the women wanted him at one point. But if I didn't tell y'all in my last review for this show, I don't find him attractive. I think he is more into himself than anything else. And then that's a sense of insecurity as well. Because I wouldn't say that he's one of the most secure men. And the reason why I wouldn't say that is because of what he says. And then it's just like he just tries to, forgive me, I'm trying to log in. He just wants to, say that he the best thing ever smoking and all this and this and that. And I'm like, okay. Okay. We talk about having self-esteem issues because he has a lot and he's very childish. I'm just gonna say he's very, very childish, and he has self-esteem issues because it's just like he's so into himself that he don't think that nobody else matters because he is the Tyson Beckford. Okay, so Tyson Beckford gets, I already said, he already get on my nerves and he's very insecure. And then that they start off by, Thaddeus and Dr. Shawana, and then they talk about the distance and all that and how, they are losing connection. That's what Thaddeus said. He said that he's losing connection with Dr. Shawana. And I'm thinking, well, I didn't know per se that y'all were losing connection. It just seemed like it's other people in the house that you're more interested in than Dr. Shawana. And she was your top connection. She was his top connection. And I'm like, dude, men are so indecisive. And I'm just so glad that I found my person. Men are so indecisive. And it ain't easy. But it's just like you have to pick and choose how you want to deal with men at times. And then he asked, did the confidence that you had in the beginning fizzle at any point? And then she says, because then Thaddeus says that he would hate to send her home, have to send her home. Says that he holds her at the top, like this, all the way to the top that you can't even see my hand, that far at the top. And then Tyson Beckford, Catherine, she said that Tyson wants more kids, but she does not. I mean, you find differences and stuff like that. And Thaddeus goes first for the elimination dinner. And he tells Dr. Shawana that he felt that she fizzled out. And she says that she respects the decision in him, thinking that she is not the queen, his queen. I mean, she don't have no hard feelings or whatever, because I guess you can't have hard feelings in a situation like this. I mean, I think it was complete bullshit that he pretty much just told her that she fizzled out. And I'm like, how did she fizzle out? Because I do remember seeing the last episode. And my whole thing is, if it's so much being thrown in your face, and all that, then anyway. So Thaddeus, he says that it fizzled out, and he says that she is not his queen. And he tells this to Dr. Shawana. And then she said, well, I'm not your queen, but she hopes that he finds his queen there. And she says there are some wonderful choices in the house. Pretty much so, choose wise, ninja. And then Carlos goes next, and he tells Catherine that she is not going home. And then Tyson goes next. Oh, Lord. He tells Liliana that he feels that she may not be able to handle, see what I'm saying? To handle his lifestyle. Also, if it's a picture that's being taken with another beautiful woman, will she be able to take it? And then Liliana says, no, he has it wrong. And she is saying Tyson is Tyson. And he is very insecure. And that's my opinion. He very insecure. That was her opinion too. And she says that she thinks that he is not ready to find his love. And it is all surface level. Clock, 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 clock. And like I said, I agree with her that Tyson is all over the place and does not know what he wants. Clock, clock, clock again. And then the men, oh Jesus have mercy. So the men are told by Holly Robinson Peete and her husband Rodney Peete that they will, be able to meet with the final set of queens. But then Tyson just blurts out, he said he is happy that he will be able to get to know the queens that he wants to get to know. And he said it's pretty much a stress out for him. I'm like, it's not all about you. Okay. And then Carlos says, one key thing, clock, 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 Carlos, you're right about Tyson not having intentions. Well, him having intentions about wanting to make everyone happy. He said, better yet, he wants to make himself happy. It's always the selfishness of him. He does just want to make himself happy. And he don't care about nobody else. And that's the whole thing. And that's what I've been saying. Good God, I've been saying that. That it's all about him. And it ain't nothing, it don't have nothing to do with nobody else. It really don't. And then, Thaddeus and, and Ariel, they're pretty much talking. And Thaddeus and Ariel do get time to get some kisses. And Thaddeus says that he wants to, be sure. And he said that he rushed into an engagement. And he said that he wants to be, sure, that he's not going to be making a mistake this time. And then I said, okay, Thaddeus, I get it. And then Thaddeus is walking with his top off. And Brianna, she's like, I'll be saying the same thing. I'll be saying it ever since when I be watching him on the wrestling. Titus O'Neil. And then she got sidetracked and she said, but his body is glistening and all that stuff. And then Janae and Carlos are talking about how she just feels like she has a habit of self-sabotaging. And she tells Carlos that she really likes him and would not let him go by any means necessary. And then my kitty Cat, she tells Tyson that she has not gotten the time, to go out with him. And then Tyson writes a list of all the ladies. And Demi says that, what is all this? That she has to pencil herself in for a date with him? And it's like, she said she is not going to do that. And rightfully so, I wouldn't do that shit neither. I mean, you have to have more respect and morals for yourself to know that it's not all it's cracked up to be, with him. Sarah says that it is never ending, and it is crazy, having to deal with and be, deal with and have to like deal with Tyson. And he just so self-absorbed. And when I say self-absorbed, he is very. And I said, I don't like that. I do not like that. I don't like it at all. I feel her. I feel her. I feel her. I feel her. Okay. And then he gonna say, Tyson, he said, he has a date with Kat. And she says that it is getting hard and she is trying not to, self-eliminate herself. And he tells her they are there with each other. Now he told her, don't be such a Debbie Downer. I'm like, okay, that's what you got for that. So you call her Debbie Downer. Okay. All right. I'm like, Tyson, go to hell. That's what you can do. And then after that, the Kings, they go to meet go meet the new women at the restaurant. And Jennifer goes to her first. She goes first, and she is from Seattle. And said that she was instantly attracted to Tyson, of course. And she said that she is an architect, and he is looking at her feet, and it's like he got a foot fetish, cause okay, anyway. And he says that he is not the type, the type to just be looking at her feet, but and that's why I said shaking my head. Here we go, Tyson. You just take people on a roller coaster ride. Roller coaster. And then he said, she is definitely my type. And then that's why I said, here we go, Tyson. And then she tells Carlos Boozer, she says that she lives in Miami because she was meeting with both of them. She trying to figure out who was her match as well, or she just trying to get to know all of them. And she talks to Carlos, and then she says that she lives in Miami, and she says that she has been engaged twice, and her mom calls her the runaway bride. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could be a runaway bride too, because I have been engaged twice before my man. And I'm like, okay, girl, who cares? I don't care about that. And then he tells her that he was married twice too. And he says that she is flawlessly gorgeous. I'm like, okay, Carlos. All right. And then it's Allison's turn. And she is from New York and has been there for 20 years, but she is originally from DC. And then he asks her, of course, Tyson. He wants to, not Tyson, Carlos. He wants to know, well, this was Tyson. And she told Tyson that, he said, did you go for school? And she said, yes, I did go for school. And she says that she has a degree in psychology, pre-law. And she has another degree in vocal performing. And then talks to Tyson and says that she sings in the opera. And Tyson tells her that it is very stressful to him to have a schedule with the ladies in the house. And then he tells her the same story about how people have done him wrong. And I'm like, okay, moving on, Tyson. I don't care. And then Janae says, now to the original ladies, Janae says that she misses the original ladies in the house. She says she misses Carlos, and she hopes that his feelings have not changed. And then we go to Miss Kalia, and then she talks to Thaddeus, and he asked her, what does she do for a living? And she stated that she is a pediatrician, and she has an 8-year-old son. And she said that his dad was not in his life for circumstances, and she said that she tries to do everything that she can do for her son. I said, perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it. I love it. I like their connection. Because like Aaliyah, Kalia with a K-H. All right, I said, I like it. And then they all sit down with the new ladies over dinner. And Carlos says that they have connections with the ladies in the house. And I'm like, so? I don't think nobody care, Carlos. Shut the hell up. But now they have to guess their connections. And Thaddeus goes first. And he guesses right. Kalia. He was right. And like I said, I love the match. And then she is saved from elimination. Because he was right. If you get the guess right, the person that you pick, they're going to be saved from elimination. And then, Jesus, have mercy. And then Tyson says that he thinks that his match is Jennifer. And Carlos thinks that Jennifer is his match as well. But Carlos's match is Allison. And she's not saved from elimination. I said, gosh. All right. And Carlos, his match is Jennifer. And she is saved from elimination because Carlos and Tyson, they both picked Jennifer. And then, like I say, Tyson, you know, hold on, y'all, give me a minute, because this episode, cause I don't like Tyson Beckford. I do not. So, since Jennifer was saved from elimination because she had 2 people picking her, I'm like, okay, girl, please move on. Moving on. And then they did tell the ladies that they was gonna have to go back to the house. So after commercial break now, y'all, the ladies do come back to the house. And Janae, she said that she is having a meltdown. And she says that she is kind of bitchy and she is annoyed. And Carlos is very uncomfortable. And then that's when he said, okay, I have to go ahead and go get out of my clothes so I can change. And then he gonna FaceTime his daughter, which is cool. And then Tyson tells Jennifer about the list, and she's making snide jokes herself about all the people that's in the house. Making snide remarks and jokes about everybody that is in the house. And I'm like, girl, hush. And then Allison says, based off now, he is not her type. Because Allison said that her and Tyson, based off the behavior that he displaying pretty much, he's not her type when she met him and see how he really roll and act. And I'm like, girl, you see what I'm talking about? And then Kalia, now you know she's a pediatrician. So she was on call and she says that she's a pediatrician for kids that have, you know, life-threatening, issues and all that. And she has to leave. And she said that she's on call and she has patients to see. And that's why she had to leave. And of course, I'm telling you, it was all good because that is understood. And they are like one and the same. I just love their connection. And then going to Carlos, he feeling some kind of way. And he is very short with Janae with an attitude. And he was like, and then I would not take that kind of attitude coming from a man, especially in you on TV. Okay, get it together. She says that she didn't know he was outside, and when she, and then instantly, instantly that he had to, FaceTime his daughter, because I already told y'all he had to FaceTime his daughter. And then she says, great. And then I'm like, hold on, Janae girl. I don't like the answer that you gave. Like, you was just so unconcerned. Oh, that. I mean, I know that you irritated. I understand that you're a little irritated. So, going to the final piece. Then she says that, what do you mean? What? Because he did say, well, what? She said, I need to talk to you. And he said, what? She said, what you mean, what? And then he then says that it's just you and I have an amazing bond and connection. But according to the matchmaker, me and Jennifer are a match. And he says that it's just, he just has a lot of things to process now. And I'm like, okay, all right. If you say you got a lot of stuff to process, I'm not gonna say that you lying, okay? I'm not. But that was King's Court, season 1, episode 4. And you see, it was a lot getting cooked up. But I want y'all to do me one favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with this cute little intro and all this stuff. Just, I hope y'all like my new intro. And I hope y'all are doing me a favor and liking the video. And I want y'all to, of course, subscribe as well. So like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, everyone. Have a blessed day, YouTube family. I'm going to get this uploaded soon.